What happens when a group of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals come together outside of the clinical setting? We talk about medicine, what's working, what's not working, what we wish was different, and how it used to be. Even when the conversation shifts, somehow it finds its way back to medicine. Wouldn't it be great to interact with people who take you away from the very thing that you spend 8, 12, 24, and sometimes even 36 hours immersed in most of your days? Wouldn't it be interesting to hear about how other people live their lives with ease and flow, how they enjoy what they do, and the strategies they use to combat burnout and manage stress so that you can duplicate them? Get ready to learn how to expand your network so that you aren't spending every waking moment immersed in medicine, so that you're learning from others, so that when you are engaged in your passion, you're confident and at your best. Welcome to network your way to a successful life and career in medicine. I'm Dr. Stephanie Wellington, coach and CEO of Nurturing MDs. I've created this training series to help you navigate your career in medicine. I've been practicing medicine in the neonatal ICU for 20 years, and I'm proud to say that I've traded in feeling unfulfilled, unbalanced, and burnt out in favor of owning my value, recognizing my strengths, and balancing my life. And as a result, I no longer drag myself home feeling depleted at the end of the day. During this training series, I will share with you the strategies my clients and I use to shorten their time in frustration and overwhelm, trying to figure it out and get you on track to excellence in medicine and a booming life. It's said that your net worth is equal to your network. So I'd like you to consider who is in your network. On a piece of paper, write down the 5 to 10 people in your professional and personal network. Are they colleagues who are enthusiastic and excited about what they do, regardless of whether or not they're in medicine? Or does your network consist of people who are dissatisfied in their careers and in their lives? Here's the thing. What they're thinking and saying is impacting what you're thinking and saying and believing is possible for you in your life and career. Suppose you had people in your network who believed in the impact that you want to make in medicine. They champion you and inspire you to excellence. Then anything becomes possible for you. On this training, we'll begin the process of building your network to achieve exactly that. During this training, you will learn the value of having the right network. You'll understand how having a positive, powerful network doesn't have to take a lot of time before you reap the rewards. We'll discuss the challenges medical professionals face when creating a network, and we'll wrap up with the 3 steps that you can start using today. So what's the value of the right network? There's a treasure hidden within that network. We typically see its value in terms of getting connected to someone who can help us land that dream job. But that's only one way to view networking. When you nurture your network, it's about creating relationships and creating community. This community can be tapped into for personal and professional development. It's about engagement and growth and opportunities. Consider this. Think about your classmate in medical school, or maybe you had a co-resident or a colleague who has a family member, maybe a parent who's already in medicine. Growing up, they witness firsthand the do's and don'ts of a successful medical career and life. They hear stories of the peaks and the valleys, and essentially they have an inside track. With this inside knowledge, they're better able to make life and career decisions. So while you and I are struggling trying to figure it out all on our own, they have a mentor, a colleague, and a coach on their team. With the right network, you too can have this inside knowledge. So let's talk a little about the challenges that medical professionals face when building their network. The first challenge that I encounter when speaking with doctors, practitioners, leaders in healthcare, and medical residents is a lack of understanding of the true value in networking. Networking is not just for business anymore. You may have thought that all you had to do is graduate from medical school, get into residency of your choice, pass the exams, and your career path was guaranteed. The truth is, medicine is changing, and you have to change with the times. A great way to stay current is with a network of like-minded, up-leveling people who support one another's personal and professional growth and success. The value in the network goes far beyond landing the job. Imagine if someone a few steps ahead of you periodically invited you for coffee, just to check in, see how you're doing, and offered to be of service. Early in my career, that's an offer that I wouldn't pass up. Even now, I'd say yes to that invitation. That's the value of the network, connecting with people who have wisdom, experience, and advice to share. The second challenge is not making the time. You see, we make time for what matters to us. Because we don't fully understand the value in networking, we don't set aside the time and the attention to nurture these relationships. And like any skill that's not cultivated, it begins to weaken. The third challenge that I see with medical professionals is not having the right mindset. I'll share with you what I mean. Let's say there's a physician, a leader, or someone you think would make a great mentor for you. Before you even approach him or her, your mindset talks you out of it. Your inner critic or your negative self-talk makes you say things like, I don't want to be in a position. They're so busy in their own career, they won't have time for me. I really don't want to be a bother. Maybe you fear rejection, or even worse, you fear being perceived of as not knowing enough or maybe weak. Here's the thing. Networking is simply people helping people. Of course, there are going to be some people who aren't willing, but you won't know unless you ask. And if the answer is no, then merely ask them for a referral. In the end, you're seeking the best candidate for your team. So we've discussed the value of the right network and the 3 challenges that medical professionals encounter. So now let's turn our attention to these 3 steps to become a master networker. Step 1 is to own your value. This step is essential to shifting your mindset and combat the negative self-talk that talks you out of networking. When you own your value, you're excited to meet and greet like-minded professionals in medicine and in other fields, knowing that you bring your unique gifts, talents, and experiences to the interaction. There's no fear of rejection because no merely means it's not the right connection for you, and then you can move on. Step 2 is to set your goals. Why do you want to network? What's the purpose? In this step, you're going to clarify your reason why. Is it for career advancement? Are there personal goals that you wish to achieve? Are there financial goals that you aspire towards? Maybe there are interests outside of medicine that you'd like some perspective around or advice. Based on these goals, you're then directed to the networking activities that will allow you to meet the right people. This makes the best use of your time. And step 3 is to be of service. It means just that. What are ways that you can give back or support another person? The best way to find out is to ask and then listen for the answer. When you're operating in your gifts and talents, you'll find the time. Instead of networking being another item on your to-do list, building connections will begin to happen organically for you. As you reap the benefits of the support from your network, you'll begin to wonder, how did you ever manage without it? This concludes today's training, Network Your Way to a Successful Life and Career in Medicine. This is Dr. Stephanie Wellington, and I'd like to ask you 3 things. Number 1, add value to your network by sharing this video training series with your friends and colleagues. Number 2, continue your learning by visiting www.nurturingmds.com/resources for more tips and strategies to unapologetically own your value, recognize your strength, and balance your life. And number 3, when you're on that page, download the Own Your Value worksheet to uncover the hidden treasure within you. Thank you for your time and attention. I can't wait to connect with you again on the second video of this training series.